Hey, good afternoon. Thank you for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels. You know that live hospitality talk show. No, this is not the live hospitality talk show. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. This is the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. I'm thinking today's Tuesday. No, happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is Monday, March 17th. Isn't it St. Patrick's Day? So happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. I don't have my green on, so I guess I can be pinched if that's what. And that what people used to do back in the day in school. You didn't wear, at least in my day. We love when people didn't wear green because that would give us an opportunity to pinch them. Didn't matter who it was, you got pinched. If you didn't have green on, you got pinched. Now I don't know how today is, with the kids. In fact, I'm sure Malachi went to school today. I didn't even ask him. I have to see when I pick him up. Did he have on green? I'm gonna ask him. Did you get pinched? Or did you pinch someone? He probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But anyway, that's what we used to do back in my day, right? We would pinch everybody. It didn't matter who it was. Girls, boys, it didn't matter. But you didn't, you pinched them on the arm or something like that. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay. And did we get in trouble for that? Sometimes you get pinched. Sometimes you take it too far. People pinch you too much or too hard or and make it last too long. They're like, that kind of thing. But I'm just going back to Appleby Elementary School in Blythe, California. That's what I'm just thinking of that, right? And people would get in trouble because they pinched too much or they continued it on or whatever. So anyway, I don't know why. I don't even know why it came up. Probably because today is St. Patrick's Day. So once again, hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. Go have a green beer or a green drink or something like that. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Today is Monday, like I said. This is a daily check-in. I do the daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's all about hospitality, all about what's going on in the world of hospitality. Sometimes it's just all about what's going on in this world, right? The world of Russell of Hotels. And today is no exception, no. But anyway, every time I do a daily check-in or on air with Russell of Hotels, I'm always showcasing a hotel. So last week, and I think anyone that has checked up the daily check-in in the last couple of days, I was in New York. I was at the Marriott Marquis on Broadway. In Midtown. So this is the hotel I'm showing a little bit more today. This is actually my view from, like, I was on the 36th floor, right? So this is the view from the 36th floor, in the atrium. So I'm looking down, right? And the elevators are to my right, and then you can see the different floors and all that. In fact, you can see, I don't know if you can see below, but that's actually the gym right there. That's actually a gym right there. So you can see people in there working out if you saw the whole photo, right? So anyway, so great hotel, Marriott Marquis, 1,900 rooms, I believe, over 150,000 square feet of meeting space, as it should be. I mean, it's a huge big box hotel. I just love to work at this hotel, back in the day, when I was on property, because I worked at the Bonaventure downtown LA, which is a Westin property, right? It was 1,300 rooms, 110,000 square feet. So this is kind of in the same format, a big box convention type hotel, self-contained groups, that kind of stuff. So I want to say they have probably 30 to 50 separate meeting rooms in there as well, as my memory, serves me. But yeah, so just a great hotel, and it's located in the heart of Midtown. So you can't get I don't think you can get any more closer to the action than this hotel. So if you're if you're just there individually, you're just checking out New York, you're just going to take in a play, this is a hotel. This is it, right? This is centrally located, like they say, right? So this is where I would stay. Anyway, so these daily check-ins don't have to be that long. They typically go 15, 20 minutes. I tend to make them longer just because I love to talk. So anyway, if you don't follow me, please follow me. We're live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you don't follow me, you just happen to be scrolling by, you see, hey, what the hell is this? I'm Russell of Hotels, Russell L. Edmond. Make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on LinkedIn, I'm on LinkedIn too. So make sure, you connect with me on LinkedIn, because if you connect with me, I'll connect with you. Okay, that's the agreement we have, right? You connect with me, I connect with you. Same with YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel as well, if you subscribe, like and subscribe to my channel, I will definitely link and subscribe to your channel as well. So there you go. There you go. Let's move on. I don't have a necessary topic today, but what I do have, and I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why let me move that down a little bit. I don't have a topic, but this was something that came up several weeks ago, and I've been wanting to talk about this. I don't know why I'm waiting till now to talk about it, because I'm really excited about it. I've never been a guest lecturer at a college or university, right? So I reached out, and this is how this all came about. Okay, so I'm real transparent and honest about anything that I talk about. Oh, also, let me hold on one second. I'm sorry, I didn't put on the comments. If you have comments, you want to say something, feel free to do that. The comment sections are open. You can only do this on YouTube though. So that's why I want you to like and subscribe on YouTube, because you can make comments in real time and I'll put them on the screen in real time so the whole world can see, your comments. And like, who is that making comments on about Russell of Hotels? So anyway, okay, going back to what I was saying, being a guest lecturer. Okay, this is how this came about. You always want to reach other people, reach other audiences, people that may not even know who the heck you are, right? So I was thinking, and not that I want to be a professor, teacher, anything like that, but I had been thinking about, maybe, sharing my experiences, right? So I said, what's the best way to share my experiences? Reach out to colleges and universities. So that's what I did, right? So me and my handy dandy assistant, we came up with a letter or email, something I can send via email, a letter, send via email. So I got email addresses. I narrowed it down to 20 colleges or universities within the greater Los Angeles area that have hospitality programs. Now, anyone that knows me know I went through a hospitality program at Cal Poly Pomona, okay? So I didn't realize there was like another 19 in the greater LA area. So that's what I did, right? So I sent out the first wave of letters or emails went out maybe, I'm gonna say about a month ago, at least a month ago. And that first week that I send them out, I got one response, which I thought was huge. I'm like, oh my God, somebody actually responded. Because I send stuff out all the time and I don't get shit. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Can I say that though? Hopefully I can say that here on YouTube and LinkedIn. I didn't mean to, it was a slip. But normally I don't get anything. But I got this response from Miss Briana Koster. She's the hospitality director at Long Beach State, right? I was like, wow, this is kind of cool, right? So she responds and says, thank you so much, for your email. We would love to have you come on, blah, 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 blah. We look for guest lecturers, all that kind of stuff. And so we ended up doing a quick little brief call, and then we did a Zoom call later, right? Just so I'm kind of explaining things that I do and maybe what I will talk about, during the guest lecture, right? And we came up with a date, which is Wednesday, March 19th, like this Wednesday, day after tomorrow. I'm doing it, right? So that's why I'm letting you guys know, because I'm excited to do it. And I'm so appreciative of Briana Koster for reaching out to me and, doing a Zoom call. And, of course, you got to get vetted, right? You had to vet me, right? Now, I understand that. I get it. I get it. So I thank her for going through the process and then allowing me to come and speak. So I'll let you know how it's going to go after the fact, but I'm just excited to know that I'm going to be doing it this Wednesday. And I just wanted to share it with, of course, I want to share it with the audience. I want to share it with, people that are friends of Russell of Hotels, who follow Russell of Hotels, who have supported Russell of Hotels since the inception of Russell of Hotels, whenever the heck that was. I started this show I started on air with Russell of Hotels back in 2019, right? So some people only know me from that. Some people don't know me from being on property or, working at 14 different hotels, being a general manager, a director of sales and marketing, sales manager, starting off as housekeeping trainee with Marriott 150 years ago. Some people don't even remember that, right? So I'm just happy I'm able to, let people know of my experiences, my training, the levels of you go through certain levels when you start working in this industry, this hospitality industry, which did and I always ask people, did you choose hospitality? Did hospitality choose you? I chose hospitality, right? I chose this industry. It didn't choose me. I chose it. I seeked it out because I didn't know what the heck I wanted to do in college. So these are kind of things that I'm going to share with students because I didn't know that I wanted to go in hospitality. I didn't know there was an opportunity to go in hospitality. I didn't know all the different things within hospitality. Now there's more, right? When I came up years ago, hotel, restaurant, that's basically all you knew. Hotel, restaurant, maybe, club, things like that. If you owned your own restaurant, that kind of thing, or you work at a restaurant. That was, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? As far as hospitality was concerned, that was kind of it. Food service, those were kind of it. Right now, there's meeting planning and hotel site selection and all these different things. And you can be a hospitality entrepreneur, which was what I am, right? So marketing and all these things I kind of brought together. And now I'm able to assist hotels, DMOs, DMCs, CVBs, XYZs, 1, 2, and 3s. All these things I'm able to help now and not be relegated to just one hotel, because that's one of the reasons why I left property is because one, that was, the unrealistic expectations and goals. I'm sure no one has heard of that, right? That was one reason. But the other reason was I wanted to be able to help several hotels at one time instead of just one hotel. Because if you work on property as a director of sales and marketing, you can only be the director of sales and marketing at that one hotel. You can't spread the love, so to speak. Well, now that I became Russell of Hotels, formed my own company, I'm able to assist multiple hotels. I do a podcast. They can come on and do, and talk about their brand, that we can elevate their brand together, if you will. So those are the reasons why I left property level to do my own thing. And let me just move this over here because I didn't realize it was on top of my head. But just like elevating or showcasing hotels, when I do this show, I'm always talking about a destination or a hotel. Today happens to be the Marriott Marquis, New York, in Midtown, right? So this is the hotel I stayed in. This is actually my room, right? So which bed do you think I slept in? I don't know why, but I sleep at the one that's closest to the window. Maybe because if someone comes through the door, right, I have more time to get ready, for what's about to happen. I don't know why, but no, I always stay at the one. If it's 2 beds in a room, I'm staying at the one that's furthest from the door, the one that's closest to the window. For whatever reason, I love looking at, and my window's always open, especially like in New York. And when there's a lot of lights out, like in Vegas, if I'm near that Sphere, I'm leaving the curtains open so I can see the Sphere, so I can see what the heck's going on, so I can get that light or whatever. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. But I don't sleep that well anyway. And some people are like, well, damn, can you sleep with all that light going on? Not really, but it's all about the experience for me. So, but anyway, so the city lights of New York. And then my room actually overlooked the Hudson River. So, man, awesome. So anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you. The guest lecture experience is going to happen. Excuse me. It's going to happen this Wednesday at Cal State Long Beach. So looking forward to that. And once it's done, of course, when I do the next daily check-in or the next on air with Russell of Hotels, of course, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about that experience. And people will ask me, why would you do that? Well, I think it's 2 things, right? There's several other things that, that can happen, but I'm only going to talk about maybe the 2 things. It's a way to reach people I haven't reached before, giving back, letting students know that, all these different opportunities that are available through hospitality. I didn't know what I wanted to do either. I mean, some people know what they want to do already when they go into, school, college. Some people don't know. I didn't know that. I mean, I had to seek out this because I didn't know it was even a major, right? I mean, I had never worked in a hotel. I had, half kind of worked in a restaurant or with some type of food service, because my experience was in outside catering. That was my experience because everybody that goes through a hospitality program, at least at Cal Poly, you had to amass 800 hours of working experience. And my working experience was with a catering company. It wasn't even with a hotel. So my first job in hotels was when I got the job with Marriott. That was my first time working at a hotel, is when I got the job with Marriott as a housekeeping trainee. So when my first day at LAX Courtyard in El Segundo, that was my first day working at a hotel. I mean, I had been in hotels before, but that was actually the first day, official day working at a hotel. And it was awesome, right? So I'm glad I chose that major. I'm glad I went with Marriott. And our careers, my career was not perfect, but were there mistakes made? I don't know if I would say they were mistakes, but I would say there was probably things I would have done a little different with my career path or certain hotels that I went to. But you could only learn from those experiences and mistakes that you may have made or that I may have made, right? And I think the biggest mistake I made, and I learned from this, is to ask more questions. When you're interviewing for positions, make sure you're asking questions. You're asking more questions than they're asking, because a lot of people, and I say this all the time, and some people get it, some people don't. You are interviewing them just as much as they are interviewing you. Okay, when you're going for a job interview, when you sit across from them, even if you're on a Zoom call, because of course we all know that, a lot of the interviews now are done via Zoom initially, but our job as the person that's seeking the job, seeking, a new career move or whatever, is to ask questions. If you don't ask enough of the right questions, you're going to get in a situation that, you probably didn't want to get into. Okay. So ask as many questions as you can. Okay. And if they're put off by the questions that you ask, then that is not the place for you to work. I mean, it should be okay to like walk away or like, oh, I'm no longer interested. It's okay to do that because it's your career, right? You're the one that has to show up to go to that job every day. And if it's not exactly what you want, I mean, I know sometimes we'll just take a job because we need a job. I understand that. Don't get me wrong, because I've done that before too. But the times that I've done that, those are times I regretted taking those positions. Because one, I did it out of desperation. Two, I didn't ask enough questions. I really didn't know what the job entailed or what they were really looking for. Or, as a director of sales, you got to ask questions about the people. Who are the people involved in this? Who are the people that I'm inheriting? Because 9 out of 10 times, you're inheriting someone else's people. And you need to find out the lay of the land, if you will. Who are my strong performers? Did everybody make their goals? What are the goals? I mean, and look at that, and you ask them for them. If they can't give them to you, then, write them down. Well, can you tell me? I'll just write them down. I mean, you got to figure these things out, right? And you have to ask as many questions as you can. Who was the previous director of sales? If I'm, applying for the director of sales and marketing position, who was the previous DOSM? Were they successful? What made them successful? Why were they not successful? They didn't make their goals. Why did they not make their goals? Exactly what are they responsible? Do you have a job description? I want to know every single thing about the position that I'm taking because I'm the one that's responsible. So once I start that position, I'm 100% responsible for that position, for that department. The success or failure of that hotel depends on me, on my sales and marketing efforts. So why not ask enough questions? And like I said, if they get like, do you have any more questions? Or, they get a little attitude. Well, that is not the place for you to work. believe me, that is not the place for you to work. So anyway, so those are experiences that I can share, right? And then plus you reach an audience that didn't know you exist. Okay. Maybe you find some people you connect on LinkedIn, and maybe, because what I try to do, and I meet students, but I never done this lecture thing before, right? I meet students. I've been introduced to students, whatever, as like a mentor or whatever. So that's something else, right? They don't know that I exist, probably not, and they don't know what I can add to their career search or whatever, or just answer questions. If they didn't want to ask questions during this guest lecturer situation, maybe they want to ask questions via email or whatever, and that's fine. So it's okay to put your brand out there. Let people know that that you exist and what you do and how you can help, right? So always let people know this. What is the three things? Who you are, what you do, and how you can help. So those are three things that I'm going to make sure I share that with the students as well. Let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help. You know how people do that elevator pitch? Oh, you got to have an elevator pitch. You got to do this. Oh my God. No. Who you are, what you do, and how you can help. If you want to call that an elevator pitch, that's fine. But I'll leave it at those three things and keep it moving, because that will open up conversation. If people are interested in what you do, who you are, what you do, and how you can help, they will ask, they will inquire about it, right? So, and that's how you keep things going. And have cards on you, or you don't even have to have cards on you anymore. You got a cell phone. Your business card should be in your cell phone. Who doesn't know about Blink? Is it BLIQ? It's if you have an iPhone, it's automatically on your iPhone. You can put your profile in there. You can put all your social media contacts, all that stuff on there. And basically, it's a QR code. Put your camera on, click, beep. It's in your phone. Boom, done. You can add it and put it into your contacts as well. You have it. So you don't need a business card anymore. All you need is a damn iPhone. Or maybe I think the Droids can do it too. I'm not a Droid user. I'm an iPhone user. But I believe they have the capability of Blink as well. I'm not sure. But anyway, if you have an iPhone, Blink, BLIQ. I believe that's how it's spelled. But it's orange and it's on your phone already. So like I was just at, what is it? I was just at a conference, SMU conference, which was part of the North Star events. And people ask me, do you have a business card? Which I forgot to bring my business cards. But a lot of people know about Blink, or they have their own different kind of thing where you can basically share contact information. So we just use the phones. Bleep. There you go. Takes all of 2 seconds to do. Boom, you're done, and you have it with you. Instead of a business card where people lose those business cards, they misplace them, they get damaged, they get thrown away. Well, they ain't throwing away their phone, okay? So my contact information is there, and now they've taken it back with them. So, but anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you. Guest lecturer. I know that was a little long-winded, but as you can tell, I'm kind of excited about it. So yeah, guest lecturer, Cal State Long Beach, this Wednesday, Miss Briana Koster. She's the hospitality director at Long Beach State. Thank you so much again for, reading my email, responding to my email, and then having that, the Zoom call and inviting me to do it. I really do appreciate it. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be dope. And dope is a good thing. Okay. So, once again, the blog, if you have never gone to my blog, please do so. Go to russellofhotels.com. That is my email. That is my website, and it's scrolling right here at the bottom right there. Should that be darker where you can see that? I don't know. Seems like that yellow is getting caught somewhere. I don't know. Let me see. See, that's the thing about this. You can do it on the fly. Do it on the fly. Do it on the fly. Okay, so russellofhotels.com. That is my website. Go to the drop-down menu that says blog. Bing, hit that. Everything I talk about here, well, with the exception of what I'm talking about right now, will be on there, right? So, and I still have to update my last trip, which is actually my last 2 trips. Darn it. And it's funny, I've been in I was the last trip I made before this one was to New Jersey, Atlantic City, and then this one was to New York, to New York. I mean, not too far from each other. So yeah, I'm just a East Coast kind of guy these days. But yeah, so everything that I talk about, the trips that I take, will be on the blog. So go and check them out. Any questions at all, feel free to email me, russell@russellofhotels.com. That'll be coming up in a minute. And let's see how much time am I on. Okay, I'm at this. Like I said, this normally goes about 15-20 minutes. I'm at 25 minutes now. Okay, so we're about to wrap this up. Let me do this one too. I don't know why that's so dark. Maybe because of what I'm wearing. Sometimes, I have one thing on and then I change before I do this, and then now you can't see it. But anyway, on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about, that comes on every Tuesday at 1:00, meaning that's tomorrow. Live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn, just like this right now is live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So that will be tomorrow. I was supposed to have a guest on, Miss Paula C. with Cloud Beds was going to be on, but she had to change because she had to change in her schedule. So we're going to do that on a daily check-in on Friday. So Friday the 14th, is that the 4th? No, I'm sorry, the 21st. Friday, March 21st, Miss Paula C. will be on, and we're going to talk about what's new with Cloud Beds. So if you don't know what Cloud Beds is, go cloudbeds.com and find out. Hello. So once again, on air with Russell of Hotels, Tuesday, 1:00 PST, live on LinkedIn and YouTube. That's tomorrow. Okay, so I'm not sure what we're going to talk about, but don't worry. It's going to be something good. It's going to be something fire. So any questions at all, contact me, russell@russellofhotels.com. That is my email. And if you want to call me, go to my website, russellofhotels.com. My phone number is right there. My email is right there. And slide into my DMs if that's what you want to do on IG. You want to send messages to me on LinkedIn, please do so. YouTube as well. Any platform, I'm available. And this is one of course, I was having lunch here, right? And I don't know what that is. That's like something with tapioca. I don't eat that. It was some type of dessert, and I think it had a lot of mango in it, if I'm not mistaken. Some people said it was good. Some people was like, oh, I don't like tapioca. So anyway, so that's what that is right there, just in case you wanted to see. Just in case you wanted to know, like, what is that? Yeah, it looked like macaroni and cheese, right? But no, it was a type of tapioca pudding, or some type of pudding, or some type of dessert with tapioca in it. So anyway, that is it. Thank you guys so much. Once again, this is a daily check-in, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Air with Russell of Hotels comes on every Tuesday, which I mentioned just a couple minutes ago. But feel free to contact me if you have any questions at all about anything that I do, who I am, what I do, how I can help. Feel free to reach out to me. All my information is at russellofhotels.com. So if you forget what my email is, that's okay. Just don't forget that russellofhotels.com is the website, and you can find out anything you need to know about me there. So anyway, that is it. Thank you again for joining, and we will do this again tomorrow because this comes on when? Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and tomorrow on air with Russell of Hotels at 1:00. That's what will be happening tomorrow. So anyway, guys, have a great day, and as always, peace.